to try to steal your new beginning. This karmic mother, this karmic mother was part of some type of incest cult. Or they were both a part of this incest cult. Okay. Wow, I don't want to say that, but that might be what Spirit wants me to say. So there is a father who had an affair. The karmic got pregnant and hid the pregnancy from his wife or his girlfriend or whoever this was. Your karmic mother worked with her fake friends because this fake friend could have been a karmic that got pregnant. All right. This karmic friend that your mother was dealing with was in love with her husband, with your mother's husband. All right. They took the child from this karmic mother to raise this child themselves. All right. Your grandfather did not like this karmic father. All right. And so this father and your mother and this friend, possibly your real mother, worked together to unalive this karmic or this grandfather. All right. There's a secret indictment for that murder. All right. The court knows the truth that this trio had something to do with this person's death because one of these people, they have a drug addiction. All right. They take pills or they take drugs with alcohol. All right. There was some sort of an occult here. Um, there was some sort of cult. All right. Somebody here was a part of this cult, whether it was your father, your mother, or all three of these people. There could have even been some kind of sex magic that was done here. This was some kind of cult here. And a child, when this child was born, all right, there was some kind of essaying that went on to this child. You could be a child of some sort of rape here. All right. They were keeping this child sick. All right. Over medicating this child, taking this child to psychiatrists to be evaluated, never letting you explain yourself. You never got to explain yourself. All right. They only listened to this karmic mother as she had you put, maybe you told someone about being raped or some sort of incest. Alright? Or maybe there was some sort of incest when it came to your brother. There's a brother here. Alright? Anyway, we have a karmic mother that told a psychiatrist that she has no time to socialize because of your brother or because of you. All right. She could have got divorced, and it's because she's blaming her kids for her divorce. This is some kind of psychological warfare. The court knows the truth about all of this, that this was all a lie, a fabrication, um, that this was all a lie. And there was some sort of a lawsuit that was filed against these parents because of some negligence, all right? This is not your mother. As a matter of fact, neither one of these people could be your parents because we have foster care here. You could have been put into foster care due to some sort of child rape here. This karmic that hid a pregnancy that was in some relation to your mother, she is the queen of the damned, all right? right? Somebody here is queen of the damned. They never repented. They were trying to block your forward movement, blocking your psychic abilities, blocking your wish fulfillment, blocking. This was some type of psychological warfare. This was all because these people wanted to be over your money with adjudication. There had to be someone who got the power of attorney over you until you became an adult. All right. This was to shield you. This was to shield your money. This was supposed to protect you. Somebody also worked with one of your employers, one of your a job that you worked at. All right. Or maybe somebody used their job to use your social security number, because this person was left out of the will. This is your karmic mother, all right, or this karmic adopted mother. She was left out of something, but something was left to you. Maybe she was left out of it because she's got charges up against her for negligence that she's pleading not guilty to. All right. I know they're Freemasons. Yeah, your mother's sister unalived her own parents for insurance policy. That's what I'm seeing here. She unalived her father. Maybe even her mother as well. And used their social security number to make herself the executor? I don't know. There was undisclosed funds, and she was a bad executor over that estate because she didn't get something. So she thought it was okay to steal yours. Okay? There was some sort of incest here. It could have been incest from your grandfather, your mother, your father, I don't know. Put it where it fits. But there's definitely something here about incest, and it's here twice. Incest called child of rape, okay? And this could be why they unalived your grandfather. Somebody here, you could have been molested by your grandfather or your father. Take it how it resonates, because I really don't know. Clarify child of rape, child of being essayed, okay? They kept you medicated, so you may not even remember this. Yeah, your karmic mother, golly. Thank the Most High God for my gifts. I thank the Most High God for my gifts. It says your karmic mother killed her father. So that definitely clarifies that. What it says. Your karmic mother killed her, unalived her own father here. Because she never had time to socialize. She could never go out. She could never go anywhere. She could have got pregnant and was hiding this pregnancy because it was a pregnancy from rape, possibly from a family member. And this cursed their whole bloodline. Wow. I guess this is why Spirit is guiding me off of TikTok, because I can't bring the full message there. I can only bring it here. I'm going to clarify father had an affair, and we're going to see what comes out with that, okay? Because these are cards I had pulled from TikTok. So we're going to see what comes out here. They definitely had you declared crazy or something, incompetent, all right? Somebody was trying to say that you're incompetent. You can't take care of yourself. You couldn't handle this much money. This is someone who has access to your information. They have access to your social security number. Holy Spirit, can you clarify? For somebody, this is your mother and your sister. They have access to your information. Father had an affair. Holy Spirit, can you clarify that for me? Whose father had an affair? Was it the collective's father, or was it your mother's father? It could have been your mother's father had an affair. Tell me more about this father that had an affair. Okay. I feel like this is your father, all right, because it says a state executor, misconduct, did not inform the beneficiary. So I feel like this is your father. Your father had an affair, and they did not let you know that you were made the beneficiary of something here. They may be divorced, but they still work together against you. So your parents could be divorced, all right? You may have never even seen them talk to each other since they've gotten divorced, but they do talk and they do work together to stop you from knowing that you were the beneficiary of something. You were left something. So your mother and your father have been working together, 1101, to keep this secret, all right, with the law here. They stole my identity and got PPP loans in my name. Wow, yeah. Makes sense. My mother knows all my information, yes. For some of you, your mother, Grand Rising Diana, your mother has a drug abuse problem. All right. And she's been keeping this a secret. Nobody knows. She has been hiding this secret for so long. It's out of control. She thought she had it under control, but you're exposing it now. The person that has the drug abuse problem. So it's something about you having ancient knowledge, you having this knowing. Fee, are you here? Yes, there you are. We're talking about you too on here with this ancient knowing knowledge you have. Diana, you too. You guys have this knowing. You have one of the gifts of the spirit is the gift of knowledge. Yeah, your mother's sisters. Wow. You were born with a veil over your face. All right. Back in the day, when you were born with a veil, you knew, you had knowledge. All right. You were a seer. So somebody here, you were born with a veil, or you were born in the embryonic fluid. The water didn't break, in other words. All right. That's all that means. Being born with a veil means that you were born in the embryonic sac, which means you could have been born C-section, or your mother's water didn't break and they literally had to break her water. Okay. It's something like, yes, something like that. All right. You have the gift of knowledge. They're coming in, Diana. They are coming in fast. They are coming in, and it's going to happen all of a sudden. This karmic mother, she doesn't get her hands dirty. All right. And it could be why it was so hard for the court to know the truth about this mother, because she doesn't do anything herself. She gets other people to do her dirty work. All right. You have a karmic mother doesn't get her hands dirty. All right. This is an older woman that was trying to hold on to your possessions. Whatever that is that it belongs to you, something in the court. You're manifesting moving forward here. You're manifesting your new beginning. Prepare. All right. Spirit is saying you need to prepare because it's coming. It's coming in. This card was turned up and all the other cards are turned down. It says the house lands on the Wicked Witch in the Wizard of Oz. So whoever the practitioner was, the Wicked Witch of the West, they are dead. All right. The house has landed on them. Uh, this could also mean that you're about to get your house and your land because the Wicked Witch is dead. Clarify who the Wicked Witch is. Something about the dark web. All right. Something about the Wicked Witch is dead and something about the dark web. Whoa. That's kind of spooky. Somebody was, they work with someone who is biracial. All right. That could be their fake friend. This somebody's a church elder. It could be this older woman that's holding on to your possessions, that doesn't get her hands dirty. She's working with someone who's biracial, possibly from the dark web in Jerusalem. It's coming out. Somebody is working with someone who's biracial in Jerusalem and the Bahamas here. Oh my goodness. Those are the witches. So there could have been a witch that lived in Jerusalem and a witch that lived in the Bahamas, and they are dead. All right? And this is their karma. Because you are walking karma. You're also the angel of death in disguise. People get what they give. They get what they put out when it comes to you. You say Estella Presswood is her name. Wow, you putting her all the way out there on Front Street. But yeah, somebody's karma was death because somebody was trying to send death towards you. And God disguised you as a sheep to get a wolf in sheep's clothing. Okay? So this church elder, this karmic mother, is a wolf in sheep's clothing. This older woman. All right? So somebody could have been saying you're a witch. What's new to that? Huh? These people need to do their research and see what a witch is. And they would know that you're not a witch. You're actually karma. Confirmation. So if people do right by you, they get blessings. They get abundance. But if they don't do right by you, they get exactly what they sent towards you. All right? For some of you, you are working with some lower dark entities. But these dark entities are working with you. Not for you, but with you. All right? Father. Somebody's father could have been a warlock. Or somebody's father was working with these dark witches. We have Morgan, the goddess of war, a Celtic goddess. So somebody's father could have tried to use Morgan to come up against you and send death towards you. Boy, y'all stupid and crazy. Y'all are stupid and crazy. They sent death for the angel of death. Oh my goodness. A dark high priestess. Your father or whoever these parents are, because these are two people. This is not just one. All right? You got a father and a mother that's involved here. And they were working with these dark priestesses and these dark high priestesses to get help with something that's going on in the courts. And these people are dead. They could have got these people off the dark web. Like, how do you Google that? How do you Google, hey, how do you find a dark witch on the dark web? Yeah, it's always been like that in my life. When people do wrong to me, something happens to them. Exactly. It's because of who you are and who you're connected to. For some of you, you are adopted. These aren't your biologicals. So what do we want to hear about, the father or the mother? They're divorced now, but they still work together against you because of something that's in the court. They work with dark high priestesses from the Bahamas and from Jerusalem. One of the dark... This could be your friend. You could have a friend that was a practitioner that you don't know was a practitioner. My cat finally sat down and stopped going crazy. Right? So the court was getting monthly statements every month from this account. So they know exactly what these people were spending the money on. They know exactly how much was being withdrawn from this trust fund or this insurance policy. So that could be this attorney that was keeping a record. Somebody knows you're unbeatable. You're unbreakable. All right? Tell me more about this karmic mother. And like I said, she doesn't get her hands dirty. She just tells everybody else what to do. So for some of you, it was your father that was made the executor, and he was taken off for misconduct, for not informing you that you were a beneficiary. Whoever this elder is that passed away, this person could have needed some kind of an organ transplant. All right, what else? Tell me more about this church elder. Your father could be a church elder. They could both be church elders. We got death with the help of some doctors. Oh, he didn't close this door. Yeah, they never told you nothing, honey. Because they were trying to figure out how they could do this without having to tell you anything. How could they continue to keep your money? I feel like it wasn't a problem until you made the age of 18. It was okay until you turned 18 or 21 or 23, whatever the legal age was, that they were supposed to turn this over to you. So ever since then, they've been working with doctors to declare you as incompetent, to say you were on drugs. Somebody was saying you abused drugs. You're in survival mode. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, that's where you gotta be right now, in survival mode, because you can't trust any of these people. People that were supposed to be put in your life to take care of you and protect you, and they did everything but. For somebody, your karmic mother had a child for a relative. That keeps coming out. I'm not trying to start no mess, but I am just letting you know the only way you're going to heal from this is to go straight through it. You could literally be the child of some sort of incest. Alright? This could also be why they contested whatever this is that you inherited. But if this was your grandfather that molested you, or a father figure, or an uncle, you're related to these people somehow. Or maybe not. Maybe you're not related, and that's why. But this says here, karmic mother had a child for a relative. So you are related. But somebody feels because of the way you came into the world, you don't deserve whatever this is. Clarified death with the help of some doctors. They could have unalived this elder with the doctor giving this person something. Alright? This keeps coming out about your karmic mother working with a friend of hers to hide a pregnancy. Alright? Your father had an affair with one of your mother's friends. And they were hiding this from you and hiding this from the family. Alright? That this father figure got somebody pregnant. And it could have been one of his own family members. I don't know. I don't know what this is. There's definitely something about a karmic hiding a pregnancy. Okay. I'm going to put, this could be the informant. Okay, because I was about to put it back, because I'm like, Spirit, this don't have nothing to do with what we're talking about right here. So I guess we're talking about somebody's karmic ex now. Alright, the karmic ex is the informant. Alright, we're going to see who the informant is. Somebody's mother wants to be the first black female serial killer. Somebody's mother's name could be Roberta. And she uses poison to unalive her husbands or children for insurance money. That's what's come out. Somebody's mother is really into serial killers, and she wanted to be one. Clarify informant. Holy Spirit, please, thank you. I'm going to put the pregnancy back in And if it comes back out, great. Don't, still great. But we're going to see who's this informant. So the informant is someone who could be an escort. Somebody could be an escort here. Let's see. I don't know. I'm going to put all of that over there. And we're going to clarify this informant. I want to know who this informant is. Clarify informant, Holy Spirit. Queen of the Dam. So somebody, your mother's an informant? Huh? What? Or she's acting like an informant. Anyway. Clarify informant, Holy Spirit. I need to be clear on that. Who is this informant? Somebody who has insider information about your real father being deceased and having nightmares, night terrors, and sleep paralysis because of spell work boomeranging back on them. So somebody, your mother is the informant, and your real father is deceased. So this is not your real father. This is who you got the money from. Your father left you something. Tell me more about this informant. Somebody, your real father could have been an informant. Informant for who, though? What FBI? I mean, oh, must be the FBI. Who were they informants for? Who was your real father an informant for? Who was the collective's father an informant for? Cult leader. He was an informant for this karmic father here that was an occult leader. And now this cult leader wanted revenge because your real father turned this person in due to some sort of abuse. Oh, wow. Your real father is walking between realms. Okay, because you're ascending or you're going through some sort of ascension, your real father is helping you to get justice for him because he was murdered by this cult leader. And he was the informant because he told them what these two were up to. All right, this Queen of the Damned and this cult leader. Wow. Tell me more about your deceased father. Organized crime ring. So they could have all been a part of some sort of organized crime. And your real father could have been planning to leave the country or planning to leave this group. He was planning to leave, but he ended up being unalive before he was able to leave. He was an informant on this cult leader about this organized crime. All right, your father, he was unalive because he was an informant. Spirit is saying, make sure you focus. All right, stay focused. I know you're in survival mode. I know you want to know the truth, but you need to focus. Okay? Tell me more about this deceased father or deceased mother. Wow. Deceased father. They tried to cash in on an insurance policy on him. All right. But they couldn't because he made you the beneficiary. You have the gift of knowledge. And you're supposed to be using this gift for the church. All right. Your father could have also owned a red truck or some kind of red vehicle. So somebody here, your real father is deceased. All right. Your real father was working with the feds, the CIA, the NSA, or the local police department to take down this organized crime ring, which is this mother figure and this father figure. Wow. Because your real father was an insider. He worked with these people, and he was the one that they came to roll over on this person, possibly for what they have done when it comes to some type of organized crime or some kind of rape or some type of incest here. And against this cult leader, that's some kind of incest cult. All right. They tried to collect on a policy when it came to your deceased family member. All right. And that's how they got caught up. Okay. Because your real father was an official main male, or your real mother was official. All right. They were working for the feds. They could have been a CI or some kind of, like I said, an informant, a snitch, or whatever you want to call it. And this person, your father may have snitched on these people because of what they did to you, what this father figure did to you. If this was some type of incest cult and you were molested or raped by this person, this pissed your real father off. All right. I feel like this could have been some kind of a third party situation. There was a lot of trauma when it came to this family. Tell me more about this deceased father. These people were smuggling drugs, and they were also, somebody was actually addicted to drugs. All right. Something about your gifts. You're helping, you're picking up where your father left off at being an informant. You are being the informant now. But you're doing it using your gift of knowledge. Oh my God, I'm channeling somebody's father here. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for my gifts. Sometimes it freaks me out. It's like, wow, this is real. Like, this is the real thing. This ain't for play, y'all. This is not for play. You could have been this father's niece. Okay, come on, spirit. This could have been your uncle and your father here. You were this other father's niece. Like, you got two daddies. You got a adopted dad or a stepdad or an uncle here that played that father role. Confirmation. You could have been a sassy kid. Okay, somebody's name is Sassy. But you could have been one of those sassy type of kids. You just knew stuff you weren't supposed to know. And somebody saw that as a threat. All right. So whoever this karmic father is that had an affair on your mother, or was just a very promiscuous person. Somebody was just Papa was a rolling stone. Let me just say that. You could be this person's niece instead of this person's daughter. Okay. This is your uncle. This is not your father. Your real father was unalive because he was an informant, and he turned these people in for being part of some type of organized crime and for molesting their own niece here in some type of incest cult. You have the gift of knowledge for the church, and it's an ancient knowing. And you don't know how you know. You just have this knowing, all right? That came out twice. I wanted somebody to know. I want you to know how gifted you are. Spirit wants you to know how gifted you are. You have the gift of knowing, the gift of knowledge. This is an ancient gift given to you by your ancestors. You're tapped in as a shaman, all right? You were born with a veil or some type of psychic gift, all right? All right, here we go. Whoever this karmic father is, your mother was this person's girlfriend. And they got their girlfriend to unalive their own niece or nephew. So whoever this older woman is that is supposed to be your aunt, it's because this uncle or this father figure got her to do something against you because there was a pregnancy he was hiding. Someone loves Dallas Cowboys. There's something significant about a pregnancy being hidden. A karmic hiding a pregnancy. You're welcome. Please donate to the Cash App. My goal today is dog food. dog food is $11.11. So if you can donate, it is appreciated. You don't have to. This is a free reading, okay? But for somebody, there is somebody out there who can donate, and if you can, please do. It's all about reciprocity, equal give and take. All right. Somebody faked a DNA test or faked their death here. So somebody could have faked their death, and a body is being dug up by the court by a court order. All right. That could possibly be what happened here. Your real father, who they thought was deceased, could possibly still be alive. This organization, the feds or whoever, the FBI boys were involved, had this person fake their death to protect this person because they literally tried to kill him. This organized crime ring. Clarify deceased father. Tell me more. I'm intrigued. He could have been in a nursing home because of some sort of attempt on his life. They had him in hiding. You're going through this abundant portal right now, a portal of abundance. It could be being brought in by this pink lunar eclipse that happened yesterday, and it's going to happen today as well. These people also work with your karmic children. New Orleans is significant. Tell me more about the real father deceased or real mother being deceased. Okay? You have exposed the family secret. Nobody stood up for you. Nobody protected you. And you know, when it comes to family, that's the main thing family's supposed to do. But no one stood up for you. You stood up for yourself. Because you just have this gift of knowing. You just knew that something wasn't right. All right? And you could be the baby of this karmic hidden pregnancy. All right? A secret pregnancy that the family is trying to hide with Rosemary's baby. Okay? Somebody could have tried to abort the pregnancy. All right, we got Archangel Raphael here. You were healed. You actually survived something somebody tried to do. And this could be something to do with some land. All right, this portal of abundance is bringing your land back. You could be facing a lot of censorship because of this information. These people don't want this to get out because this is jail time if it does get out. That they unalived your father or tried to, and also try to take you out. But Archangel Raphael protected you in your mother's womb. All right? This could have something to do with VA benefits or Social Security. He was in a rehab center for a few months and he went home. Oh, wow. Your father? Your real father? These people are experiencing the wrath of God now. I'm telling you. They could be experiencing a lot of natural disasters. Now they're panicking. They're in a state of fear, a state of emergency here because of this secret coming out. That's it. That's the secret. The secret is this ain't your daddy. They tried to kill your real daddy. These two could have been brothers. One of these is your uncle. They were all a part of some type of organized crime. Somebody is an informant for the FBI or CIA or an NSA. Somebody tried to fake their death or your death here. Or they faked your father's death. Now the court knows the truth. The body is being exhumed. All right. But there is nobody. They're going to find out there's nobody in the grave. All right. There's nobody there. The fact that this body is being exhumed, this is the wrath of God. All right. This body being exhumed could literally be a grandfather that was being exhumed because somebody here unalive somebody's grandfather or their own grandfather or their own parents. A doctor, So they unalive somebody's grandfather with the help of some doctors, a karmic father here, and they took you from your father, the doctor, took you from these people and gave you to these other people. They said that your father died or your mother died, but this karmic father is a Mason, all right? You warn these people, you warned them about coming for you, that you warned them that you were on a mission, and now these people are going to prison. Your karmic father is going to prison. Whoever this karmic uncle is, he is going to prison. Big boy jail. Big boy jail. Hey, Jacqueline. Welcome. You found me. You found me. Tell me more about this karmic father. The whole story is about this karmic father, this uncle. For somebody, this is your uncle, all right? Let's just call it what it is. This is a Cain and Abel story. Let me tell you what I've picked up. This is a family that was utterly destroyed by a karmic mother. Literally. Or she tried to destroy this family. She was dealing with one of the brothers who was very promiscuous. Papa was a rolling stone. He was with a lot of women, all right? She was always cheating on her, always putting her in third-party situations, all right? And as a way of revenge, this mother figure slept with her brother-in-law, all right? They all came up with the scheme on how to make more money, with this karmic father being joining this group of Masons and talking everybody else into joining. And the only problem was this little baby that was born for a karmic outside of their marriage. Well, it turns out that the little baby that was born was you, and your real father is your uncle that they unalived or thought they unalived because somebody couldn't stand the fact that they had been with your mother. So, you warned them. You could be on a public stage, a public platform. You could be a celebrity. You could be a nobody. But you're speaking up for those who can no longer speak. And in this case, this is your father or your mother that these people unalived by having a hit put on them because they realized this person was an informant, all right? They did this for insurance money, not knowing that you also had a policy or that this father also had a policy on you, for you, that you would be the beneficiary in the event of his death. I feel like this mother, who was having an affair with her own brother-in-law, felt that she would be the one that he would make the beneficiary. But he fooled her and did not do that. He literally made you the beneficiary, even though you were a widow baby. I feel like he did this because he felt like there was no way that these people would be fair to you. There's no way that they would protect you. And with you being a minor, he felt like the court would take extra steps to make sure that these people did not steal all of this money, all right? This was in a reverse, so this is somebody, they did not have the Holy Spirit, all right? They didn't have intuition. They didn't have the gift of knowing. And this was just a lot of psychological warfare, a lot of emotional abuse, a lot of physical abuse for some of you, child abuse, child neglect, child endangerment. And this mother figure has just been trying to hold on to something that this deceased father left you or this deceased mother left you. And she has no rights to it because she could have literally had something to do with this person passing away, which would be this occult, all right? If your father is literally deceased, all right, he's walking between realms. He's helping you to solve his murder. If this was, if they faked his death, he's going to come toward you in a little while, whenever this case is closed. Clarify fake the death, body being dug up by order of the court. Clarify. You could have exposed this. You could have exposed that somebody is not dead and that they are very much still alive. Something about walking between realms too. It's something about your gifts. It's like when you sleep, You travel between realms. You astral project. You fight in the spirit realm. You're like John Wick here, all right? You're Sophia. You're helping God. And I guess, I don't, it says by her side. Haley Berry plays Sophia. Sophia also represents wisdom, all right? She worked beside John Wick even though unwillingly because she had promised to do that. She had to fulfill a promise, all right? Somebody, you could have dogs or you have a shepherd. Um, you could have a problem with disassociation, all right? Somebody you disassociated from these people. This is because of your PTSD. You have dissociative disorder and amnesia because of all of the psychological warfare that you've been under. That is why you have amnesia. But you are rising like the phoenix from the ashes, all right? Something that they thought was dead is now coming back to life. Something that they thought was over is now just beginning, all right? This could be your deceased ex, okay? Somebody, your ex could be now deceased and they left your children an inheritance, okay? So for some of you, it's a deceased father, or some of you, it's a baby daddy, all right? You got a baby daddy here that is deceased. He had an affair on his wife. You have a child for this person. They know that they are the father, but they lied and said that they weren't. Okay? This person was an informant because these people were working for the FBI or something like that. They could have told the FBI that your family was trying to collect on an insurance policy on you, and your death could have been the one that was faked. All right? But we do have two deceased people here. So it's either a deceased father or a deceased baby father, okay? You are so strong and so courageous, and they just hate that. You have two dogs, Felicia? I did not know that. You never told me you had two dogs. Yeah, your mother is not your mother, okay, for somebody here, but it was in the reverse. So it's your father's not your father, okay? This is not your father. This is your mama's boyfriend or husband. She's somebody she married, all right? Or your real father's brother, all right? Tell me more about this deceased ex. So for somebody here, your deceased ex left you and your children an inheritance, whatever they tried to steal. They are trying to give it back to you. Your grandmother is in this reading now. Yeah, your grandmother's here. Spirit says you need to remove the executor of the estate. They are mismanaging the money. So if you know who the executor is, you need to file a petition to have this person removed. What are you end up doing? Too much. The most. Oh, he like biting on my chargers. Warm that up. They were trying to block your third eye, your intuition, your forward movement. And this could have been your karmic ex, and you know, they're now deceased. I don't know what to tell you. There's some undisclosed funds, something you don't know about. You don't know about this, honey. You don't know. They have been blocking this. This is going to be a wish fulfillment, okay? You got Goddess Aphrodite here helping you bring in your manifestations. Something could have happened last year, a year ago. They smile in your face all the time. They want to take your place. The backstabbers. You were being protected by your Egyptian lineage, the Holy Spirit, the Most High God, Horus. Somebody falsified some documents here to get access to this inheritance. And everything has backfired and is boomeranging right back to them. Whatever they tried to do. Somebody's last name could be Moore. Or their first name, somebody's name starts with an M. And that is the end. Somebody's opened up a portal, a door, and now they don't know how to close it. They attached a jinn to you. What did I just say? They opened up a door. They don't know how to close it. They don't know what to do now that they've opened up this door to the archons or the demons or this realm. That's why people, if you don't know how to do this stuff, don't be Googling stuff, trying to make up stuff. Because now this whole thing is backfiring on them. Now this thing is attached to them. These were spiritual attacks, all right? You escaped. This could also be, this is your grandmother that is coming through this portal. All right, somebody's grandmother was Native American or had some type of Native American lineage, and she knows how to travel between these realms. She's coming through to tell you this. You need to know this about her daughter, she say. You need to know this about her daughter, she says. She's not what you think she is. The government could be involved. Wow. So you could be a star seed, all right, a chosen one, an indigo child, whatever this is. You do have some gang stalking, and you're being targeted. Somebody, they've been trying to block this new beginning and this fresh start for you. Spiritual birth, they cannot manifest nothing. We got manifestations in the reverse. They can't manifest nothing. They need you to manifest. Do not tell these people your plans, anything you got going on. They definitely need to leave the dark web alone. You sure right. Leave that dark web alone. That's what you right. That's what they do. Like, somebody goes on the dark web to Google spells and rituals and things of that nature. How to block somebody's third eye. All right. I forgot about that dark web was over there. Yeah. Because I don't think you can Google that on Google. Google is not going to tell you that. But if you go on the dark web, you can find out a whole lot of things here. You got to stay calm. All right? There's something about you not reacting, you not getting angry, you not getting frustrated, you remaining calm and just allowing God to do whatever he's got to do here. I'm telling you. Well, that is interesting. There's something about an asteroid as well. So there could be some kind of disclosure from the government about an asteroid. Guys, when that happens, stay calm. Don't panic. God is still in control. Or when you get the word about this $350,000, stay calm. Okay, stay calm. Because you're about to get some kind of communication. You were guided to walk away from these individuals. You were guided to leave. You escaped here. Queen of Cups in the reverse, okay? Somebody that's very emotional, immature, okay? They're very insecure. They have a lack of trust, and they lack direction. This is a mother figure, okay, in the reverse. All right, Holy Spirit, tell me more about this karmic mother, this mother figure in the reverse. Queen of Cups, okay? So this is definitely a feminine energy, a mature woman. She's not grounded, ungrounded, but overly ambitious. You have a mother figure who is overly ambitious when it comes to money, okay? She wants to climb the social ladder. This is somebody that wants to be like the Joneses. Their neighbor gets a new car, she's got to get a new car. She's always got to be the one who's got the latest, the greatest, the best. Tell me more about this mother. All of this is about these parents. Look, trying to hold on to your possessions, Four of Pentacles, trying to keep you from being at peace and sailing away to calmer waters. betraying you over and over and over again, time in and time out. You are coming up as the star. Somebody could have been jealous of the fact that you just shine, that you are always hopeful, that you're always inspiring others, all right? She's in silent competition with you, all right? You could be offered a new job here, or you're going to be given a gift, all right? That $350,000 is going to be given to you. I feel like it didn't start off this much. It could actually even be more. It could even be more than 300,000. This was a third party situation. And the third party was your mama. 55-55. I'm telling you. Big changes. Big changes. Money over everything. I'm telling you, Felicia. Money over everything. Even when it came to your relationships. For somebody, your mother was your third party in a relationship. All right? Now the death card is here. And this is your ex. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. This is your ex here. And he's deceased. With the death card here. I'm telling you. This is because of something they did with the occult. The moon is in a reverse. When it's in the upright, that means it's something that you don't see coming. But something is being released here. Your ex released his fear. And there's going to be an unveiling of a secret. All right? He could be literally dying as we speak. All right? Because it says unveiling secrets, subsiding anxiety, truth, regaining composure, and self-deception. Somebody was under self-delusion. All right? And because they were working with your mama here, 5 of Swords, trying to defeat you. Now they want to surrender because of this change that's coming in. They're walking away. Some type of self-sacrifice. This is your ex. He don't want to work against you no more because he sees you now as this earth angel. You're coming up as this pure, innocent, patient energy, okay? And you're going to have some type of public success and victory. King of Swords, that could be a police officer or a lawyer, all right? You're just going to need to continue to be patient. You're very practical and loyal and patient, so you're going to have to continue to be patient. Yeah, he's very sick. Something's closing out here when it comes to this cycle, all right? You're getting a new job, a new opportunity. This could be self-employment, like your finances are about to get way better, all right? You're not going to have to work anymore. You're never going to have to work again, all right? Unless you want to. This person, somebody could have had 2 wives, all right? Or he saw you as his wife. Or you might think you're divorced from this person, but they are still married to you. And that could be how you are getting access to this money. Because you're still legally married to this person. You walked away because you weren't going to be anybody's third party. I told you it could be more money. We're talking millions here. You're going to be the first millionaire in your family, but not the last millionaire. Somebody's going to die suddenly, all right? And that is going to close out this cycle, and that is going to make you the first millionaire. Their grandmother could have left them something, and because you were married to this person, you now have access to this. That's what I'm feeling with this. This person could have a heart problem, myocarditis. Now they're disabled. This person could be, they're not unable to move around. They could have been given 6 weeks to live. This person could be losing their hair, or somebody could be losing their hair. The other wife, I don't know. Let's see. Tell me more about these 2 wives. Self-made millionaire. I cannot make it up. I would never make it up. This has come out twice. This is going to change your life. This is literally going to change your life for the better. You're never going to have to work another day in your life unless you want to work. You're going to be able to volunteer. Stay calm, all right? Because this is going to change your life. And this mother figure knew that. And this is somebody who was like anybody but her. He thinks I'm his wife, but I'm not. He may call you his wife. He set something up for both of his wives. He said, I'm going to look out for her and you, all right? This could have been somebody you thought was your kingdom spouse or a karmic twin. Tell me more, and then I'm going to close this out. What is the closing energy for this? You might get invited to a family dinner. Are you going to go? Are you going to go? Somebody wants to invite you to a family dinner, and then they're going to want to tell you what this person left you. Somebody could have been in the military. They could have been a marksman in the military, a sniper in the military. Somebody could have some type of VA benefits. Survival benefits could be going to you and another person. He does have a heart problem. Just found out. Wow. Somebody, okay, no, Spirit said no. Somebody could have been a CEO. Somebody, your real father. Okay, so Spirit is off of that energy of your ex. This is about your father. Your real father that was deceased was a sacrifice. They tried to sacrifice him. All right? In case we didn't know that. They could have paid somebody some money to unalive this person, or they paid somebody $5,000 to do a sacrifice on this person. Whoever these witches are, they're experiencing a lot of snowstorms, even where it doesn't snow. He was in the military. Okay. Thank you for that confirmation. Okay. This could be some survival spousal benefits, survival benefits. They tried to offer you also to this same entity. They tried to sacrifice you. It was unsuccessful. Somebody's mother's name could be Mary. You could be a missing child. Somebody is a missing child. Wow, 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 wow. Baby daddy. I can't make it up. This is somebody's baby daddy. Somebody baby daddy unalive by his own wife. Ooh. Oh my gosh. We're back with the baby daddy. This person had 2 wives. Whoever that other wife is the one that unalived him, or has something to do with his death. This person did not think that he would leave something to you. The confirmation. La. And now this person's spirit is haunting this family. So this person could have already passed away, or maybe they just passed away. They could have died suddenly. And this person's wife had something to do with it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. August. Ooh, confirmation. I just heard a notification. We have August here. Somebody could be a Leo, and they were possessed by the same jinn that they were trying to sacrifice you to. I cannot with these people. Now this baby mama is cursed, whoever she is. You know what? You could have warned this person about this other person that they were dealing with. I'm going to close this out. But I feel like you warned this person and they didn't listen. You know, you could have told them, hey, this one is doing something to you. You need to stop messing with this person. But they wouldn't listen. And it was all about this person's money, this person's benefits. You're magical. You could be seeing unicorns. This person had a pension and they made you the beneficiary. You said did not know it, and he was with his other woman that had a baby, and he was an alcoholic, so she might have did it. Yep. Spirit says she did it. Spirit says she did it. Baby daddy unalive by his wife. And his wife could have been a Leo. This could happen in July, or something could have happened in July. July is significant. You could find out about this money in July. Whoever his wife is, she could have been trying to do some type of improper transfer to some property. She's a BBL queen, love to get plastic surgery. All right, guys, I'm going to close this out. I'm getting tired. I love you guys. I hope this resonated with you. If you are able to donate 1111, I would appreciate it. But if you're not, please like, comment, share, follow, whatever needs to be done to get this message out to whoever needs to hear it. You guys are amazing. All right, I appreciate you. If this resonates with you, please book a reading with me, because this might be more to the story that you need to hear. I'm going to try to come back on later. If not, I will see you tomorrow.